Okay, YouTube family, you guys don't want games anymore. You guys want names and responsibilities for what the hell is going on with the Takeoff case. It's like a movie with hidden agendas and creatures all around it with their own narrative. Now, the Takeoff case is going slow because of Houston officials' connections allegedly to the Prince families. And that's what people are looking at it as, like the slow about movements, roundabouts. People are not moving fast enough. If you read some of the articles, you're like, what the hell is this? You're reading the articles and nothing is catching up, nothing. And it's like mayors are hands are dirty, district attorney offices, or we're going to look at all receipts today, only receipts and proof. A lot of dirty hands in this case, and these are the ladies and gentlemen who are supposed to bring justice to Takeoff. Look, before we get started, I need y'all to do me one favor: smash that like button, hit that notification bell. Thank you for rocking out with the I Smoke Hip Hop live movement. Salute to the I Smoke Hip Hop nation. I am DJ Bless One. Rock with the homie Pesh Mayweather and go support his platform. Follow his IG as well. Salute and support. Now, what I'm looking at here, as I'm already losing my voice, my apologies. Need to go drink some lime after this video. Now, you got mayors and everybody hands dirty. I watched the video where look at one of the district attorneys who seems to be intoxicated during one of the press conferences, like he just finished drinking on the job. If you think I'm lying, pay attention to this.
Being charged with the shooting.
My name is Matt, M-A-T-T, Gilliam, Gilliam. I'm a prosecutor at the Harris County DA's office.
Now this guy, what I'm being told, he has affiliations with certain families. We're gonna leave it at that. And this guy, I'm not gonna call him dirty or nothing like that, but he works in a position where he has power, affluent power, and it's dangerous for this guy. Is the one who's going to be residing over the Takeoff case. He's the one who has to bring justice. Can he be trusted?
So just our statement is Gilliam, Gilliam. I'm a prosecutor at the Harris County DA's office. So just our statement is we believe Cameron
drunk.
Joshua has been appropriately charged in this case, and we're continuing our investigation.
Now, as he talking, you can notice Cameron Johnson family and friends celebrating in the background, and the homeboys are doing the most, like total utter disrespect for the dead. And now this attorney, is he an attorney for the state or is he an attorney for Little Cam? Now you ask me why I say that. I'm not trying to be sarcastic nor slick, but it seems like both attorneys, the defense attorneys and the prosecutors, were there to defend Little Cam. Now, I already broke it about the connections with the pictures of the mayor and the Prince family. We already looked into that. If a lot of you guys don't know, go watch some of my old videos. Let me see if I can bring some of it here for you right now, but I'm trying to move forward with this. I need you to look at some of these new things and tell me. I did a little research about the district attorney's a situation. Before we go to the mayor's one, let's go to the district attorney's little pictures right quick, because I think this has to be addressed. If y'all think I'm joking, let's go there right quick. Now, the district attorney is going to talk about the challenges of prosecuting gangs in Houston, organizations. They've never really got to prosecute any of them. These dudes get to get away. All that goes on down there in Houston. Things don't really get solved. If you don't believe me, and this is September 15, 2022, one of the prosecutors from, you feel me, the district attorney's offices of Houston. Listen. Hang on, y'all.
You know, I live in Houston County. I raised my daughter here, my wife's here, we have a home here. I don't foresee myself ever, under any circumstances, moving away from Houston County. And so I, just like everybody else, want to be able to go to the gas station at 10 o'clock at night and not fear for their life, right? And I can't say that is the case in every place in Middle Georgia. It's just not. That's the reality of it. And so when I see these things happen, when I see young children involved in serious crimes, you know, I'm not immune to that. I'm a human just like everybody else. Now, I may be a little bit more less sensitive to it just based on being a Marine for 8 years and being a cop, you know, and things like that. But, you know, there's reality in everything we do. There's collateral, but by and large, you know, you know, maybe it's still a case when we're prosecuting folks, when we're advising law enforcement, when we're setting up the next operation or going after the next bad guy, to do it and make sure it's the best that we've done. To put in the work, to put made. If it's a letter, to make sure it's the best one I've written. If it's the argument in court, to make sure it's the best argument I can make. Because, you know, we are the people that are empowered to follow through with prosecution. And although that doesn't resolve everybody's emotion.
Now, if you don't know why I played that video, this gentleman was basically retracting things because the news was on them. They were on them because they failed to prosecute crime in the city of Houston. And it's a lot of crime going on. Now, Harris, you know what I mean? The county, Houston County, one of their DAs, Kim Ogg, responded to a judge comment about possible indictment. Yes, they're beefing, y'all. I'm gonna get into that.
Response from District Attorney Kim Ogg, who today jabbed back at Lina Hidalgo over comments she has made earlier this week.
So I'm not scared to call it out. It's a political exercise, and I'm sorry,
yes,
but I
is.
have to call this out. It is a political exercise.
Earlier this week, Harris County Judge Lina Hidalgo,
Well, this is somewhat disconcerting to see a young leader, a progressive leader, get into a public fight.
Mark Jones.
I said the same thing. Now watching it, and then you go more deeper into it, there's also investigations into county election issues. So they're more concerned, like I told y'all, with elections and things right now than solving Takeoff's murder.
Alicia Walker is live at the DA's office.
Interviews today or taking any questions, instead saying she wants her statement to speak for itself. DA Kim Ogg says this isn't political. She says this investigation is part of her duty to, quote, follow the evidence, follow the law.
While this announcement is predictable,
the announcement is predictable and is wasting time to solve certain issues. Now, there's a judge who also accused of, you know what I'm saying, the election process and rigging it. Now, there's also attorney office that's irresponsible. So are we supposed to believe this DA office is going to solve the Takeoff case when 4 years ago, Kim Ogg called the whole attorney office irresponsible? This is her words.
First, a breaking news alert out of downtown Houston.
4 years ago,
Harris County District Attorney Kim Ogg held a news conference to address what she calls irresponsible and possibly illegal actions. Good afternoon, I'm Andy Sirota. She says some victims of crimes and their families have been contacted and purposely given incorrect information about their case by outgoing prosecutors. Channel 2
hear that?
Watcher covering this story for us.
Did y'all hear that?
Who learned just last week they will not be staying on after she takes over next year, are trying to sabotage pending cases by calling crime victims and sowing misinformation.
So are they giving us misinformation with the Takeoff case? Y'all need to let me know that. Are we getting misinformation? Now let's listen to the district attorney. They're asking people to demand bond reform because it seems just like old boy Lil Cam, he would have get a bond if he didn't violate another one earlier. But how easy it is to get bonds in Houston.
Chief law enforcement officer calling on the public to rise up and demand an end to the release of violent repeat offenders that are on bond.
That's right. With the increase that we're seeing right now, Rashi, with the number of victims mounting, District Attorney Kim Ogg issued a plea in an exclusive interview with our Greg Grugan, who is live tonight from our newsroom. Greg.
John and Rashi, 142 dead and counting. That's the number of murder victims Houston Crime Stoppers is reporting have had their lives ended by violent felony defendants released back into society on bond.
And this is a year ago.
Today, our county's top prosecutor intensified her call for both public and political pressure.
Safer by telling people the truth about what is driving violent crime.
And there would be no sugarcoating of that message from Harris County District Attorney Kim Ogg, who believes Greater Houston is being shoved down a path to anarchy.
So what anarchy? We just experienced that anarchy with the loss of Takeoff. Now look at one of the judge who's gonna be sitting down.
Only on In March, Philip Riccio was sentenced to 25 years in prison after being convicted by a jury of continuous sexual abuse of a child.
Educational
now
purpose.
He wants a new trial, and the Harris County DA's office wants to make sure Judge Jason Long won't preside over the case again. According to a motion to recuse filed by the DA's office, Judge Long told prosecutors and the defense attorney the jury in Riccio's case returned the wrong verdict, and that 25 years was too harsh a sentence. The DA's office claims Long called text messages.
Man, so even the judge is a dream for criminals. Even the judge let them go. So when we see this mayor talking about Takeoff, he's gonna solve it.
Because I want to make it very clear that this is not a Houston unique situation. And
Yes,
I know
it is.
all this year and all these months, people have been trying to make this a Houston unique situation.
It is a
Just
Houston
this
situation.
morning, I'm looking at all the crime stats of all of the major cities.
You know your mayor ain't nothing when he's worrying about crimes in other cities to feel vindicated and better about his city being tarnished and being bad.
Okay? Houston is not the worst city.
Look
Far
at
from. Okay?
Far from.
Every city in the
Your district attorneys are out here literally crying for years about how they can't solve murders. They're not getting help. They're infighting with each other. We got you and the police chief going hand in hand, and now you got the chief here talking about he's gonna solve the case soon.
Is active, and I don't want to discuss any details on it, but I can tell you we will find this person and we will identify the person or persons responsible for Takeoff's death.
Him, Mr. Finer, Mr. Fifth Ward himself, Mr. Fifth Ward, who was born and raised in Fifth Ward, went to the best high school in Fifth Ward. I'm gonna call it the roughest high school in Fifth Ward. He went there. Him, or this guy, the mayor, who's friends with the guys that are involved in allegedly in the situation. So it's a lot going on, man. I'm telling you, a real journalist over here. I'm covering the news the right way. I'm your guy, DJ Bless One, man. Like I keep telling y'all, man, love your family, love your kids, and just definitely stay blessed, man. Keep the Most High with y'all, man. We living in the times of unrighteousness, and a lot of things are going on right now, man. Love your family, love your kids, and definitely stay blessed. Salute to the squad.